We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Oh my gosh, we're live. Dude, this is exciting.
We're back,
This
baby.
is episode 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic Four campaign. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you've not watched the other episodes, please go back and watch them. It's been a phenomenal campaign put together by Designhacker. So again, big thank you to Designhacker for putting this together. I'm absolutely loving it. And today we get to face off against the final villain, who is none other than Dr. Robert Doomey Jr. So we are going to be playing against some Dr. Doom. Dude, I'm really excited. Dr. Doom is iconic. Fantastic Four was actually one of my first introductions to superheroes, I think. I think it was Spider-Man and then Fantastic Four.
Nice.
And Dr. Doom, he was played by the same actor that I don't remember his name, but he went into Nip Tuck. I'm pretty sure. They did a phenomenal job, and I thought Dr. Doom was super cool. And looking back, it's a little corny, but it's
This is in the old movies.
Yeah. There's
Or
one that
movie.
was like the one where they did the Fantastic Four and against Doom, and then it was like Silver Surfer with Galactus, I think.
Yep.
So yeah, but anyway, that was then. This is now. This is now. We are going to be facing off against none other than Doctor Doom. Fantastic Four couldn't handle it. That's why we're here, and I'm excited, man. I think it's going to be really good. So I guess at this point, it's probably not worth mentioning kind of what we're doing for the series because this is the last episode. So again, if you just haven't seen the other ones, please go back and watch them. It's been an absolute blast getting here. We're going to go ahead and start off with our first scenario and finish our setup. There's a few things we'll need to talk about before we jump into the game, but then we're going to jump right in. So, anything else I need to go cover, Matt, before we go ahead and start reading off?
I think we're ready.
Let's
do it. I am. I guess I should say I'm coming off of sickness, so there might be some gross noises. Who knows? We'll see.
We brought Matt up to Oklahoma for a weekend at the lake. It was a great decision, but also a terrible decision.
They held me down, and their whole family just coughed all over me.
We just dumped pollen on them. It's a hazing ritual that we follow for all new people.
Now go back to Texas, where you belong.
Yeah, I think there was only a few of us that actually came out of that whole weekend unscathed because there was also my wife and a couple of my kids that got chigger bites everywhere, and so. But yeah, these things happen when you're out in nature. We were playing board games, which doesn't really count as being out in nature. But we were still there. We were nature adjacent, you know. So
yeah. I went outside once. That counts. Yeah. But yeah, so I probably will. Who knows? I might not just talk as much as normal, just because it's annoying to talk. But we wanted to not wait any longer. I had to postpone it a little bit. But I'm ready to take down Doom. So let's do it.
So So last thing I just want to mention is we don't plan on this being our last series with Marvel Champions. We've discussed back and forth many times about possibly doing some other things, and I've also been talking with Matt about doing some of my own individual content with the channel as well on Marvel Champions. So if you do enjoy the Marvel Champions content, this is our last episode of this series, but we're very excited for what we might be able to do next. We've already got some ideas about that. So so we'd love to, if you've enjoyed this, we'd love to see you for more. So with that, let's get into it. So scenario 5, Dr. Doom. One of the earliest experiments Reed Richards remembers was looking at a solar eclipse through a slit in cardboard. He realized the slit gave insight into the world, but was imperfect and distorted the truth. How then is the world distorted by one who views the world solely through slits, such as those in a metal mask worn for decades? Only Dr. Doom, unwavering Lord of Latveria, could offer insight into this, but he was currently preoccupied with a blip of light on his unfathomable contraptions, one which could spell the end of Earth's freedom. It seems, said the tyrant, monologuing to focus his own resolve, that someone has created a device which has commingled the energies of the negative zone with the planet's ley lines. Fool! Such triflings have unwittingly forged a beacon to the mystical nexus at the heart of the world. Long have I sought this source of energy, for only I, Victor Von Doom, have the intellect and the will to fuse science and magic in a way that will spell a new tomorrow. A tomorrow built on the hope and promise of doom. Doom's metallic, threatening echo paralleled a sound thousands of miles away as the click of metallic shackles was followed by the quiet hum of impeccable invention. Reed nodded in satisfaction. With Mick's assistance, we've devised a tertiary failsafe that should activate if the secondary failsafe in Super Scroll's power to stabilizers prove ineffective. Like a seatbelt and an airbag, smiled Johnny Storm. Seatbelt, airbag, and vibranium alloy reinforced chassis. He won't be escaping anytime soon. The augmented alien sneered helplessly as the other members of New York's most beloved family continued cleaning the debris from the Scroll's scheme. Little did they know that before dawn broke, they would be the last desperate defense against Doom's plans of planetary domination.
Nice.
You also may gain +2 defense and ready your hero. So
nice.
Desperate defense.
We didn't get the sensual villain name this time.
Oh yeah, Doctor Doom.
Victor Von Doom.
Victor Von Doom. There's so yeah, every time I read this, like, because I was reading a few times while we were doing some trying to work out the technical difficulties. I kept thinking about Joe Abercrombie's The Devils, but we'll save that for
yeah. Big old
Victor Victor Von Doom.
Yeah. He's a VVD.
Yeah. He's one of the he's definitely one of the top 2, possibly top 3 genius mystics in the entire Fantastic Four universe.
Exactly.
So so in terms of the villain deck, we do have Victor Don
Voom.
Victor Von Doom 2 and 3. So we got Doctor Doom. As we are playing expert, but as always, again, we're not playing with the health point rules. We've got our Mystic Portals set up into play, but this has this really interesting mechanic where there's not one main scheme. There's actually many different main schemes, and so this Mystic Portal is basically going to bring in different main schemes as we play, which you'll see as we kind of get into it. And then for the encounter deck, we've got Doctor Doom, we've got Standard 3, we've got our expert sets, we've got all that going on. And then there's these set-aside modulars that go along with those main schemes.
Yep.
So, Matt, do you want to explain to us kind of how we're setting up the main schemes and kind of what's going on here?
So let's look at the main scheme. We got Mystic Portals. And so for our setup, we are going to put the Leyline Network environment into play. So we've got that here. I'm going to look at that in a second. Then we're going to set the Demoralized environment, which I forgot to pull out, but we can pull that in a second. And then each of the 9 modular sets with their associated main scheme set aside. So those are all up here. We've got 9 set aside modulars. And then we are going to create we're going to shuffle together the remaining portal environments to create the portal deck and place it face down next to the main scheme. So this is the portal deck right here, these 9 cards. So basically, let's look at the Leyline Network. When there are 4 more portal environments in play, we lose the game. This is our first one. So 3 more portal environments and we lose. And then it has the force response after a main scheme is completed. Instead of us losing, we are going to reveal the top card of the portal deck instead. So we can look at one of these portal cards. They all kind of look like this. They're all unique, though, and each one of these is linked to one of our set-aside main schemes and modular. So in this one, for example, is Latveria. We would advance to the set-aside scheme Latverian Industriousness A, and that main scheme would then tell us to pull out one of these modulars to shuffle in. So it's kind of like the Hood a little bit, but better. So we talked to Designhacker a little bit. 5 of these modulars are just pre-existing modulars, and 4 of them are unique to this scenario. So to kind of show off some more of the custom content, we've shuffled the 5 pre-existing modulars down at the bottom, and we're going to shuffle the 4 custom ones and put them on top. So we don't know what order we're going to get them, but you are going to see all unique ones. So we just kind of wanted to seed the deck a little bit so you can at least see some more of the custom stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much what the portal deck does. And we can kind of flip this over now so we can see. So it starts with 0 on it. The threshold is only 6, 3 per player. It goes up by 2 per player. And then it also has a force interrupt. When the villain phase ends, we place a portal counter here. If there are 2 or more portal counters here, complete the scheme. So really, this main scheme, its purpose is by round 2, no matter what, we are going to be teleported to somewhere new. So very low threshold. And basically, this will get replaced by whatever main scheme this portal deck tells us to. So you'll see that it's inevitable. So unless we somehow win on the second round, but methinks that will not be happening. So yeah, and then we can look at Doctor Doom. So Doctor Doom, he's a 2/2, got 36 hit points. He's a genius. He's a mystic. He's got a force response after he takes 5 or more damage specifically from an attack. We discard the top card of the encounter deck, and if it's going to look at the 4 different types of cards. If it's an attachment, he gets a tough status. If it's a minion, we reveal the minion. Side scheme, we place a threat on the main scheme, and treachery, he heals 2. So yeah, so he doesn't like taking big attacks, or he likes it, I guess. We don't want to do it though.
All right.
So yeah, we also let's look at the campaign stuff that we've got.
Yeah, so we've got Turg, Tong, Mick, and Core are in the campaign pool. So I've got Tong, and I believe you've got Mick.
Yep.
And then on top of that, we also have the Cosmic Control Rod.
Mm-hmm.
We could have the Namor ally, but I, of course, am playing Namor. And then there are these 2 obligations, the Find Invisible Components and the Extinguish Fires. And so how these came into play was that at the end of the Super Scroll campaign, we basically checked to see what attachments the Super Scroll has, or rather Super Scroll has. And then based on those attachments, we then determine what obligations that will come into play for this scenario.
Yeah. And so these also have ongoing things. So we can look at Repair Security System first. So this gives every enemy a quick strike. It has an action on it. We can just attach a card from our hand onto this obligation. And then the Force Interrupt, when there are at least, in our case, 2 hero-specific cards, 1 aspect card, and 1 basic card attached here, we get to flip this card. So we can kind of get rid of this obligation, maybe turn it into something positive by getting rid of some of our cards. And then Extinguish Fires, this has an acceleration marker just built in. And Ian, would you mind actually grabbing? We're gonna keep some temporary acceleration. We'll tint them green or something.
Yeah. So what we'll do is I'll grab one of these and tint it green. So if you see a green acceleration, we're using those as a temporary, meaning it's associated with something in play.
Yeah. And when he decks out, he'll just get a red one up here.
Yeah, that way we don't
cards
have to constantly checking.
Yeah, because cards in this scenario can kind of get all over the place on TTS at least. So this does have an alter ego response. After you spend X mental resources on an upgrade, we're going to place X item counters here. And after there are 10 item counters placed here, we flip this card. So that's how we're going to get rid of these 2 obligations. But to start with, every minion's got quick strike, and we just start with an acceleration.
And I've got that green acceleration there to mark that. And then I did pull out the Demoralized, and so that's just next to the main schemes.
Nice.
And we've got our obligations in there. We can give that a shuffle.
Yep.
And then as far as I know, I've not made any changes to the Namor deck. I don't think you've made any changes to the Reader deck.
Nope.
And so we are pretty good to go. Last thing I just want to mention is the Cosmic Control Rod. It is a first player. And we are going to see several cards with that first player. We've talked about this a few times, and I think it makes the most sense for us, or at least we don't forget the actions as often if we move these. So we're just going to highlight them all and just kind of move them between us as we play. Yep. So, yeah. You want to roll for first, or?
No, you got the rod. Why don't you take it?
I got the rod, so I'll just go and throw that away. And so we're going to shuffle up and then draw 6.
Let's do it. The final battle. Ooh, I got my jetpack. Ooh.
That's actually a pretty solid start.
Let me show off your hand real quick since you're going to go first. Oh, there we go. Ooh. I got to do the oohs and ahs. I remember the camera. Got some positive feedback on the camera work.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I thought it was looking good.
You know, Hollywood, I am available if you're interested.
I love it. I just remember too. Last thing we got to talk about the ley line network. We should talk about the kind of the main way he's going to try to kill us.
Yeah, I did. But you want me?
We did cover it.
I think I covered it.
Four more of these. And so there are 4 more in play, right? And so just to go ahead and clarify, so that we're all on the same page, right? Since it's 4 more portal environments in play, I believe with the portal environments there are ways for some of them to go out of play. Am I mistaken in that, or are all of them going to stay in play forever?
Far that I've seen, they stay in play.
Okay.
But there may be ways that we've not seen yet? Because we've only
Yep.
really seen one.
Yep. So the reason I asked that is because since we put the 4 custom on top, that means that those are going to be the only ones we see, correct?
Yeah, yep. I think in a game you'll only ever see 3 of these because this counts as the 4th. So once you see the 3rd, I think you're out of there. But I could be wrong. There might be cards in certain modulars or certain things we haven't seen that shuffle this up and pull another one. I'm not sure, but we shall find out. But yeah, that is our main loss condition, other than death, is him scheming out 3 times essentially.
Okay. There we go. So I think with that, I'm going to keep my hand here.
Me too.
I know that there is some there's some objective value in discarding as Namor for Mulligan, but I do have actually a pretty solid hand for our setup here. Oh, and actually I should fix one thing I said in an earlier video, because I did make a rules mistake in an earlier video.
Shame. I've never made a rules mistake in my life.
I know. Well, some of us can't. We can't always be as good as you, Matt.
That's right.
So
Hollywood is interested. I've heard.
yeah. So, as Namor, if you and I'll double check this again after the video, but the hand size checks at actually do talk about discarding down to hand size as well. I could be wrong, but I was double checking the other day. So actually, as Namor, if you have 6 cards left in your deck and you're going to draw full grip, you should not draw full grip, because if you draw full grip and shuffle, you lose deep, and you'd actually have to discard down to 5. At least that's, or whatever your hand size would be. Okay. So I haven't. That doesn't really come up because normally if I get that low, I just push it. But that's something I'll need to be aware of, because I have done that once in the whole series.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm just gonna play my hand now.
We're gonna go ahead. Huge asterisk next to the whole series now.
Huge asterisk. Okay. Okay. So I've actually got a couple mental resources here, so I do want to make use of those. We're gonna go ahead and discard 1, 2 to play Ankle Wings. And then I'm actually gonna go ahead and use. So this is because I'm using 2 mental resources to play Ankle Wings, that is an upgrade.
Yep.
And we have an alter ego response. So I need to do this before I flip. Yep. After you spend mental resources, you can place X counters there. So we get to place 2 X counters. I'm also going to make use of a fun mechanic in this game. I'm going to play In the Wings here and go ahead and use Tong as a resource, which generates a energy and a wild. Since I'm playing for a determination purple card, which would normally pay for the full thing, but I am actually going to overpay here and pay Moon Knight as well, which is, you're legally allowed to do that in this game. So I've now paid 3 resources for this, but that's 2 mentals. So now we go up to 4. And so I do have the rod. I think I do have a cheap shot here. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and tap that, draw a card, flip up, attack for 2.
Tong's out of
which
here
is
too, right?
Tong is out of here. Thank you. I'm going to attack for 2 here. Actually, I do have Ankle Wings. That's fine. I want to dig the deck. So we're going to discard Furious Strike for cheap shot and get another 2 down.
Nice.
So, because that's only 2, so it's not confused.
Yeah.
And over to you.
Very nice. So I did my setup as well.
Sorry, this. Quick redcon. Pay for it, Ankle Wings, because I can attach it there. So.
Oh no! So you pay for cheap shot with Ankle Wings, and then you're attaching.
Yeah, because we want to work on that one too. So I shouldn't forget about that.
Yeah, we need 1 more hero specific, a basic, and an aspect. Okay, nice. So he is at 32. All right. So and then I did my setup before I placed the 3 read counters, and I got 4 into my hand. So I'm going to, let's see here. Maybe I don't play one way or another at first, and I just spend Tong for Float Like a Butterfly on you. And that is 1. Oh, ooh, it's 2 mental. Mick gives me a mental and a wild. Look at that. All right. Very nice. And then I'm going to spend one way or another and chance encounter for my jetpack, and that was 1 more mental.
Nice.
So we're at 7. We need 10, right? Yep. Okay, not bad. I'm going to flip up. I'm going to exhaust the Braille tablet and spend a read counter to put out 4. And then I'm going to attack for 2. exhausting Fori for the yeah. So 1+1 with Fori, jetpack to ready, and I might as well just ping him for one more.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
And then I'll attach castle here.
Yep.
So we just need an aspect and a basic, right?
Yep.
Nice. Good first
Okay,
round.
And then we're gonna draw up. Ready up.
Let me show off your hand really quick. Wow, only 4 cards.
Yeah.
You got Quasar though. Queso.
I got some case. So yeah, we're probably
You got some nice
while
resources.
we're working on this. Oh gosh, didn't mean to do that. While working on this and the other one, I'm probably gonna have to find an opportunity to flip down.
Yeah.
So we can keep working those.
Same. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, we can look at it afterwards. So,
Mm-hmm.
main team's gonna go up by 2 per player.
Yep.
And then +1
An acceleration.
the acceleration. Yep. So we're at 5 out of 6. So we are okay for now. But Dr. Doom is going to attack you.
Yeah, so he's gonna attack me. I am just going to eat it here. He doesn't have any mechanics that do anything when we take damage, so we're taking 4.
All right, 4.
4 out of 9.
He's attacking me. I'm also going to just take it for 2 + 2. Also 4. 3 on me. 1 on Fori.
Very nice.
Nice.
Counter cards.
Yep.
Counter cards. So we've got classic Under Fire, Surge. When revealed, reveal a top card in counter deck. So
Love it.
Surge and reveal a top card in counter deck. Place 1 pursuit counter pursued by the past, and if he has any counters on you, he attacks you. So you're actually just gonna. Oh, you got it already. Nice.
Ooh,
I got the big one. You're good. You're good. You're good.
You already had a big one?
Yeah. So he's gonna attack me again. You can come in for 4 or 5. I'm gonna try to find an opportunity to flip down anyway. I will just go ahead and eat this one.
Oh.
It's gonna be 5, yeah. And then flip over, and we got this one. Yep. So I guess we're flipping down sooner rather than later.
Okay. And I've got a Doombot. A 0 scheme star attack, which is his attack is equal to the number of Doombot minions in play. He's got 1 health. He's got guard. He's got toughness, and he ignores the piercing. But he's also got quick strike. So he's gonna ping me for 1, right onto Fori.
There you go.
All right.
And then you take that.
First player over to me. Oh wait, don't do that. No scrolling. Gotta keep my camera work. I'm sorry. All right. I'm thinking about doing a one way or another here. Oh yeah, we need to place a portal counter as well. When the villain phase ends, we place a portal counter. So that's just going to ensure that we, at the end of next turn, no matter what, we are popping this. When the villain phase ends. Is it the villain phase and then the encounter phase? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's basically in a round.
But before the encounters, right? Or is encounters part of the villain phase?
I think that entire thing is part of the villain phase.
I think you're right. Yeah, there's not 3 phases. Interesting. Okay, cool. So yeah, at the end of next villain phase, no matter what, we are going to somewhere new. All right. I think I do one way or another here. And let's see what he's got.
Yep.
We got a protection spell, which is when he would take any amount of damage, remove that threat from here instead. And this one's just when the villain phase begins, complete the main scheme. I kind of don't hate that right now because we're gonna advance anyways.
Yeah, so it loses the counters. The portal counters won't carry over because the
exactly.
So
yeah, how you feel about that? The other one is the one where when he would take. Let's see, where is it? When a tough status would be given to Doom while he's already got one, deal damage to each friendly character in play instead. I think both are not bad, but this one's less bad to get later on, where the other one we might get at a bad time.
I don't hate getting the main scheme one now,
Okay,
especially if we can work it down a little bit.
So this comes in with 6. So yeah, this is nasty normally, because it's just you either gotta get rid of it or you're going to the new place no matter what.
Yep.
But that's gonna let me draw 3. Got new Attilan. I do have a yaw and roll, which is nice.
And you are aerial because the jetpack. That's also.
I am aerial. I'm gonna hold this to see if I want to get the extra thwart. So I'm thinking here, if we're trying to prolong this and get rid of this, it's probably not gonna happen, right? So I'm almost thinking like we get this down to like 1 or something like that.
I think
Then just let it pop.
I think we at the very least, because this is going up by 3 right now. Because I don't think you have the ability to push our extinguished fires. So if we can thwart, or sorry, it's actually going up by 5.
It's not even going. Oh,
So
sorry, I got the wrong one. It's not even going
yeah,
to though, because it's the start of the villain phase. Oh no, wait, no, I did get the right one. Wait, are there 3? Oh no, yeah. Sorry, it is this one. This one's just when the villain phase begins. That's before we even put threat on here. It's just gonna pop.
yeah,
So
yeah, you know, you're right. So that would clear it. I'm just thinking I'm gonna flip down. So Doom is probably gonna scheme.
yeah,
On whatever the next main scheme is,
yeah.
because I'm gonna confuse him. So
I mean, I could always. Why don't I just Overwatch it?
yeah, I think we definitely do. Yeah,
So yeah, let's
and then
Overwatch this. Whoops. And
and then
then
if you just want to like yaw and roll at this turn, but not pop the Overwatch, we could do that too.
yeah.
Because that's a May.
All right. So let's see. I can thwart for 2. I could do 3 with this. I think that is the move. Because 3, ready, do another 2.
Well, so
I got yaw and roll.
if you put Overwatch on it, you can normally thwart for 3.
I think I might as well pop it.
You want to just get rid of it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think maybe we can actually survive this turn.
Yeah.
Or we could let your scheming pop it, which I think that's the most ideal situation. So yeah, let me pop this.
I like that.
I'll get +1 thwart. I'm going to thwart for 3.
Oh, yeah,
1 from me, 1
ready.
from the rod, 1 from Fori. So 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to Overwatch. And we'll take 3 off the main.
3 off the main.
Then I'm going to spend 1 for a yaw and roll, because I am aerial, and remove 3 from there. Nice. So this is going up by... But this goes up by 5.
Yeah, you would.
So
now you've got +1 thwart for the entire
Yeah,
round.
so I
you're
got it
ready
ready
and thwart again.
with jetpack.
You got it.
I got it. So I do also want to... I'm going to spend 1 for an endurance.
Yep.
I'm going to use the Braille tablet. I can play a card, reducing it by half rounded up, which means I can play New Attilan for 1. And yeah, let's thwart the other 2 off of there.
Nice.
And now the question is, do I think I just hold New Attilan, and I will plan on flipping down next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so that being the case, I have to spend this to get rid of this. So
that is going to start too at the start of your turn, right?
Yep. 1 resource, so
Nice.
1 counter. Yeah, so Atlantean Skin's going away. I take Kesar and hold a double, so unfortunately we're not going to get the full value out of her, but that's okay. I'll at least go ahead and play her, and then I will pitch, don't think it really matters. Strength and ankle wings. We do like energies in this deck. To play Kesar, nothing is engaged with me, but I could go ahead and just knock off this tough, knock out this bot, flip down, discard this for the alter ego action, hold energy and call it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
So I mean, it is a basic, but it's also a double basic, and she's
I say hold it since we're not getting rid of it. Yeah, just hold it. Okay, very nice. Drawn up.
Running up. Holy identity-specific cards, Batman.
Yep, let's look at your hand real quick. We got Atlantis. That's nice.
Yeah, so we finally got the Atlantis. That actually puts us really close. I think actually Atlantis hitting 5, 7, 9. We actually go deep this turn, which is awesome.
Nice. Okay, nice.
So,
all right. So main team's gonna go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, and acceleration for 5. He is going to attack me. I'm just gonna take it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it for 2 plus 2. 1, 2. Sorry, I don't heal. 1, 2, 3 to me. 1 to Fori.
Okay.
All right. He's scheming for you.
Scheming for me. So definitely gonna pop it for 3 there.
Yep,
so we're going to 8.
3. We are popped officially. So, when the main scheme is completed, we're looking at ley lines here. Leyline network. After a main scheme is completed, we reveal the top card of the portal deck. So we're going to reveal the top card here. Yep. We've got Hell. We're going to Hell. So this is a location, a portal. Minions with the demon trait gain Villainous. When revealed, advance to the set-aside scheme. Go to Hell. All right. So we're going to search through this main scheme deck. Go to hell. Go to hell. All right, so that's out of here. We're going to clear this off. This is still in play. This counter is gone. Go to hell. Doom has opened. I guess we did kind of forget to do some of the flavor text, but that's okay. We're going to do it right now. Doom has opened a portal to hell. It made an agreement with 3 powerful demons. There isn't much worse he could do than this. When revealed, reveal the set-aside Rescue Franklin side scheme. Do we have the rescue? Oh, there he is.
Think of it right now.
Rescue Franklin. Dad, help me. Franklin Richards comes in with 9. When revealed, place the set-aside Franklin Richards ally face up beneath this scheme. When the scheme is defeated, the player who defeated it adds Franklin Richards to their hand and removes this scheme from the game. Very cool. All right, so Franklin's hiding under there. He is being held by... What's that?
Shuffle the...
Did you put Franklin in? Franklin's got to go under there. Franklin Richards ally.
Yeah, so he actually has a cool... he's got a fun one.
All right, nice. So...
Yeah, so we'll...
Yeah, look at him once we rescue him. And then we are going to shuffle the possession modular set into the encounter deck.
Okay, so that's right here. This is the rest of it. Now, Franklin is a part of that, as is the Rescue Franklins, but so we'll just have the rest of those cards get shuffled here.
Yep, and then we're going to flip this up. Starts with 1 on it. It has a threshold of 12 for us, and it says, we were wrong. Dooms orchestrated the kidnapping of Franklin Richards, Reed and Sue Richards' powerhouse of a son. When completed, if the Rescue Franklin side scheme is still in play, remove it and the Franklin Richards ally from the game. Then put the set-aside demoralized environment into play. All right, so our son can die. And then we get demoralized, which is pretty on brand. All right, so we have our second portal card in play. Reminder that when we get a 4th, we auto-lose. So yeah, we're in hell now.
Nice.
Fun. Last time he took us to the sites. He took us to a bunch of nice little cities. We did some tourist travel, and now we're in hell.
I've always said I will travel to hell with you. I will travel with you to hell and back. And here we are.
Here we are. Dang, this art is. It was like.
It's not good, man.
It's not good. I don't want to go to there.
I mean, I figured it was like one of those conga lines, which is kind of my equivalent of hell. So
yeah. All right, so this is not great. We need to get rid of this soon because demon minions have villainous, and they also have quick strike right now, which is not great. But we are gonna just start right off by getting some encounter cards. So here we go. I've got Eldritch Shield. When revealed, give Dr. Doom a tough status card. If he is already tough, deal 1 damage to each friendly character instead. Okay.
Well, it doesn't have quick strike because I am split down.
Smart. We knew it. Demon Enforcer.
Yep. Oh, he gains piercing. Nice.
Piercing. Yeah. Okay. We did it. We survived hell.
So that comes
over to you.
So
I have a basic I'm willing to give up.
I don't think we want you to give it the basic, though. I think we want you to flip down and play it because it's...
I could do that as well. I am a little worried about the quick strike.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
It's an upgrade, so
that's true.
You've got 3 mentals in your hand. You have to use all of them, but right now I don't have any upgrades, and I can't fish for more yet until I flip up and start playing some Imperious Rex. I guess, so that's technically not true. I can go ahead.
Yeah, I can take care of this, though, because I'll play Soaring Acrobatics, and I'll play Camouflage.
Yeah.
So if you can take care of this, that'd be great.
So I'm guessing probably what I'm doing here, though, is I'm probably going to be... Let's see. I'm probably taking... I need a rack, so we're going to go up to 8 here. And then I do need to play Atlantis, so I need to give up a basic, and I need to give up...
Actually, do you want to call on me to do a Tillin first, and I can draw 2 and see if you need to give up? That way,
Let's do that.
Yeah, you may not have to give up. So I'll exhaust the new Tillin, spend my last read tablet, and draw 2. I did not.
Okay. Now you did draw basic,
I did draw a basic,
so
so I'm more than happy to put Spider Woman there if you want to hold
yeah.
flight.
So if I hold
And
flight,
she's,
then
although she is a mental, which means I could play Sonic Rifle and just knock it out.
yeah, actually that would be really huge.
Which means I could put Soaring Acrobatics there if you want to hold Strength and then put Flight instead.
It's true. Well, okay, well, so if you put soaring acrobatics there, that fixes my hand,
Yeah.
right? And
Yep.
I can put flight because now I can do ankle wings and pitch the energy for the Atlantis, and then go ahead and exhaust the Atlantis to discard 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then that completely fixes the hand. So then we'll go ahead and cause a draw. You're too late. Okay, flip up, and then we'll just go ahead and use her to knock tough. And then I will go ahead and spend one of my 2 Imperious Rexes to play. And I just want to take note of something real quick. Yes, there is a Nick Fury close to top. So we'll go and give myself a tough status.
Nice.
And then now he's got piercing, so we're gonna let the tough get eaten by this, and then use her to block. But as long as I don't draw another ally, Nick Fury is coming down soon. And I'll leave these other 2 since I had to wreck. But that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to flip down. I'm going to wreck for 2, and I get my counters back. Actually, I'm sorry. Before I do that,
yeah, I was gonna say you have jetpack.
you have jetpack, so I'm gonna thwart for 2 off of this side scheme. Then I jetpack. Then I flip down. Then I wreck. I'm at 7. Get my tablets. All right. So I'm going to add Soaring Acrobatics there. So we have now done the Force Interrupt when there are 2 hero specific. We've got it. 1 aspect. We've got it. And 1 basic. We are going to flip this card. So we've got Enhanced Security Tech Permanent. It is a new first player action. Exhaust Enhanced Security. Choose a player to engage a minion. Each minion engaged with that player gets -1 scheme until the end of the round. So we'll just slide this down for you. I'm going to turn off the... I thought... Is it grid I want to turn off?
I got it for you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I turned off grid. Then we get our cards back.
Yep. Yeah, so we did check there's a rules clarification on the next page. Just says that those cards always get put in your discard pile.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And then I'm going to play a Sonic Rifle. And I'm going to spend Spider Woman, that's 1 mental. C, that's 2 mentals. And just Staff Flurry for now, which is fine. That's only 2 mentals, so that goes up to 9. And this comes in with 2 tablets, or 2 counters. And then I'm going to spend, I am overspending here, but that's okay. I don't have anything else to spend it on. 1 wild for Camouflage, which is going to be our 10th counter on there. So we've got, go ahead. Tell us what we got.
So we got Enhanced Equipment Permanent Tech. First player action, exhaust name equipment. Choose a player, reduce the damage dealt by each minion engaged with the player by 1 until the end of the round.
Beautiful.
And so at this point, I'll just go ahead and hit both of these on myself. So he's got -1 scheme, -1 attack.
Nice.
Not that big of a deal. So
very nice.
And I think we'll be okay. And then we just hopefully with some big thwarts next round. But I think we're gonna be good.
Huge thwarted. So I'm gonna get rid of this temporary. We have removed the temporary acceleration, which is nice. I don't think I've got anything else on my end. Camouflage is my flip back up. Yeah, that's it. So we're readying up.
We are readying up.
Nice.
And so then I'm going to go ahead and draw my hand size, technically 5. I'm going to go and draw 3. My hand size is now 6 because I am deep. So I will draw an extra 1.
Nice. Okay. So main scheme.
Nice. Yep. So the main scheme is going to go up by 1 per player now. So it's going to go up to 3. And then the villain is going to activate against me. So currently he's got no modifier. So I'm just going to eat this on a tough. And so eating this 2 damage off the tough, and we place 1 on pursued by the past. Then this guy's going to activate. He's got 1 plus villainous, so he's going to get another card. I'm just going to eat this on her. So
yep. So reminders from the equipment. He's got -1. Not -1 attack, just reduce the damage dealt, which I guess
And I
might be
think it's
significant at some point for some reason.
Yeah. So, and then because the boost cards actually technically add to their attack. So,
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but yeah,
So
yeah, it may matter for other reasons. But that is going to come in for 2, so she is going to be defeated. And then encounter. Well, no, then over to you.
yeah, he's going to activate against me, so he's scheming for 2 plus pursued by the past, which means no, not yet.
4.
It's 5, right?
Yeah, it's 5. Yeah, 3 plus.
So he's scheming for
players.
2, so we're at 5 on the main scheme. All right, and then
Okay.
counter cards.
Counter cards. So minions no longer have quick strike. If we do see any more. Energy inversion spell. When revealed, discard all tough status cards from friendly characters in play. If one or more tough status cards are discarded this way, give Dr. Doom a tough status card. If no tough status card discarded this way, Dr. Doom attacks you. So he's going to attack me. So he's coming in for 2 and a boost here. Just looking at my hand. I'm going to have to eat this one, I think. Okay, so it's just going to be 2, but we are going to reveal this minion. It's got guard, it's got toughness, it's a Doom bot, but it doesn't have quick strike.
Doesn't have quick strike anymore. Nice.
Yep.
So he just smacked you for 2. And nice. That was in counter phase, so he doesn't get to go. Nice. And I've got demon guards, guard, patrol, retaliate 2, and villainous. So not great. Now patrol does not keep me from thwarting this side scheme, which is nice.
Yep.
But yeah, it's gonna have to go at some point. Okay. Over to me.
Off on that one.
So I'm going to start by using New Attilan Alter Ego action. Heal or remove up to 3 damage divided as I choose between Reader and Fori. You got that for that? Nice. So I'm going to heal, let's see, 1 from Fori and 2 from Reader, and then I also get to draw a card. Ooh, Jessica. All right, and then I'm going to flip up. I guess I could wreck one more time and just plan on staying up. No, that's okay, because I'm going to have to flip down at some point. I've got to confuse, which is fine. So camouflage. After I change the hero form, remove 1 threat from a side scheme. Boom. Love it. I think I do give myself a +1 thwart for the round. I'm going to thwart for 1, 2 with Fori. Oh, actually, do I give myself... Actually, I won't use Fori this turn. So I'm going to thwart for 1, 2 with camouflage, and 3 with the rod. We'll thwart for 3 off this side scheme, and then I'm going to play... sorry, before I do all of that, we're each going to get a skilled investigator. Then 3, and I'm going to spend C for a yaw and roll. So I'm going to remove 3 more from the side scheme. So it's gone.
Nice. So when this scheme is defeated, the player who defeated it adds Franklin Richards to their hand and removes the scheme from the game.
Right,
also,
Franklin.
I do believe that this now means that you technically own Franklin Richards. So if he ever gets discarded, I believe he goes to your discard pile.
Oh, yeah, nice. Okay, cool. So he's a 0-cost ally, a 2/2, 1 consequential each, 3 health, fantastic 4. He cannot defend. Resource, discard him to generate a wild and a mental. Very nice.
Nice.
So...
Dude, make is a thing of the past. Just saying.
That's right. We do get to both pop our skilled investigator.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice. I think I'm going to take out the guards to play build support. I don't know why I say it like that. Build support. Isn't it like your build support?
It's build support, yeah. Build support. Building a support, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to I'm just going to play Franklin. All right. So we're going to jetpack and ready. Oh, yeah. We're going to Braille tablet. Jessica in for free. Nice. Okay, so I'm a +1 thwart right now. So I've got 2 with Franklin, 2 with Jessica, 2 with Reader. So yeah, let's do it. So Reader and Fori Reader and Fori and the Rod are for 3 off build support. I'll use Jessica while she's got it to do 2. Do you have one you want to put, or should I just use Franklin? I'm not worried about the overkill.
You could also just use them. I actually let me look at my hand real quick. So I'm gonna do Wrath of the Sea and play Imperious Rex, which is gonna replace itself, but it's gonna need resources. So that's gonna be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Um, so I'm probably not gonna have too much.
That's fine. I think what I'm going to do is leave this for next turn. I'm going
Mhm.
to use this and choose you to engage demon guards. That way I
Yeah.
can thwart the main scheme. So that means Jessica, I'm going to put the 2 back on here from Jessica. I will thwart 2 off the main scheme with Jessica, and I will thwart 2 off the main scheme with Franklin Richards. And then I'll just
Okay.
use this as well. So all of these minions have -1 attack.
Mhm.
And then I will confuse Dr. Doom.
Okay. Yeah. So this is actually a good point because
If that all works for you.
that all works for me.
Okay.
So resources wise, if I Furious Strike the Demon Guards, then I can actually swing twice into Demon Enforcer, which means that both of these guys go down, and I get to ready,
I'm gonna
which
pull
is
this
what's
in.
going to
I'm
complete
gonna
that.
pull this in here one sec,
Thank
just
you,
so I can
thank you.
show off your hand.
I'll put it to the right. So Furious Strike, basically with my own basic attacks, means that for turn I get both of these done, and then Imperious Rex on top of that means I knock out off. Then I can actually have enough resources, I think, because that's going to be 1, 2, and 3, that I could actually draw 1 and then play the spontaneity, take a damage, and cable, and then cable's in play, um, which is pretty good. I can also discard spot. I can also lose spontaneity as well to make sure cable can take out build, which is not bad.
Yep.
So
Oh, so
resources
here we
wise,
go. Sorry,
I'm probably better off. Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you, but this is a perfect example of why it's not -1 attack, it's -1 damage because you can't be a negative attack. So
Yeah, you can't be a negative attack, and you might be required to put things on cards to account for that. But originally, I was sorry, I kind of misspoke earlier when I was talking about this. But originally, I thought that they did that because of boost icons. But I was reading the other day that boost icons for villains actually specifically increase their attack. It's
yeah,
not like it doesn't increase like their damage, like it actually increases their attack stat.
yep,
So like if you give it -1 attack and then he attacks with villainous, he technically like will lose the first boost icon.
yeah, exactly, yep.
Um so
Which
but
is
I
pretty
don't know
cool.
if that was the rule at the time this was made. I don't know how recent
I
that
think
is.
so. I think that's always
Yeah.
been the rule.
Okay.
But it is worth noting
Yeah.
if you care or don't care, he's just not going to hit you for anything, which is kind of nice if you
Yep.
don't need to prioritize him. But I couldn't remember if you said you could just take them all out or not.
I could with Wrath of the Sea, but then I do nothing else. I think I do want to be able to kind of play out the full grip here. So Wrath of the Sea would be just clearing everything on Wrath of the so sick.
Yeah.
But I think but I can't play cable. So I think we need to go ahead and do Namor 3 damage on Demon Enforcer because I am deep. So I am getting that +1. And then we're going to go ahead and trigger the Imperious Rex. So technically order of operations here. I've attacked, so I'm going to interrupt to deal 1 damage, knock off this tough.
Yep.
Look at the top 2 cards. Oh, they're all so good. What kind of attachments are we working with?
He definitely has some.
Yeah,
I don't remember what they are. I don't know if we ever got any last time. Probably not good, but I think we're fairly well equipped to take care of them.
Yeah, because obviously, like the twice determination is good, but that all you get might even preserve flight, which could be quite huge. And I'm going to be able to play cable. I think I go for it. Get the that all you got. Finish off the 3 damage here. Go ahead and play the that all you got. Searching counter deck for an attachment. And I do know he's got confused. So I'm sort of wasting his confused, unfortunately, because I'm not really putting much damage on the villain here.
Oh, that's okay. I mean,
so,
are either of us flipping down?
You
could feel.
I'm not planning on it right now.
Yeah, so I think he'll just hold it.
He has 1 attachment, so We have the plethora of choice here to
Oh,
play.
yeah, there's one more in the discard pile.
Yeah. It is going to be spiked armor, which is going to give him retaliate, which requires a mental and a wild, which is not a huge deal right now. I can probably deal with that.
I can also
and then
discard Franklin next
you
turn
wouldn't,
too.
You wouldn't do that to him.
Next turn.
Franklin.
He'll have done his he's got 2 guns. He shoots once, he shoots twice, and then he helps out.
Okay. Yeah. And I do have some improvised porting as well. So I'm actually not going to flip down because I'm probably going to take advantage of that to go ahead and get my Reckon.
The hand grows.
Yep. The hand grows. It grows well. Okay. So anyway, with all of that, we are blind. That has not changed anything. Although, again, the Wrath of the Sea is hilarious.
I mean, it's on brand.
It's on brand. In terms of resources, it's just like 1, 2, 3. An ankle wing to play that, and then I still have the 3 here for cable, and I have the flight for improvised porting, but I don't get this.
We could always get that next turn. That way we both get our skilled investigators.
Are you okay with that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Wrath of the Sea, baby. Yeah. Here we go. So we're discarding now. Wait for another time. And tapping the ankle wings for 4 here. And so we're coming in Wrath of the Sea. Do note that means I'm not getting.
Ian, so
Franklin, you may.
Sorry, interrupt.
Yeah,
it's starting to cut you off. You're a little past your
mic. Okay, there we go. Sorry. So I've been. For those who don't know, I play Ultimate Frisbee on Wednesdays, and we had the most god awful field I have ever played on today. Nothing with the team or anything. It's just that when it was rainy, they let all the players play on the field. And it was torn to shreds. So my legs are aching right now for playing on that field. So I'm bending constantly, and I've got a step stool I'm working on. So I apologize if that's affecting the video at all. It's not my intention.
Oh yeah.
So we are getting the Wrath of the Sea. But thank you for letting me know. Yeah. So we are coming in because we are deep. We can divide the damage as we choose. So 3 damage. 1 damage, 6 damage. Get out of here.
Love it.
This card is kind of broken. It's not an attack. So
very good against Doom because if you'll remember, we've not triggered it yet, but Doom's force response is after he takes 5 or more, specifically from an attack. So you can just Wrath of the Sea him, and he just takes it.
It's pretty good. So we are going to flight for spontaneity, and then I think I'm doing... Oh, I'm actually not going... Oh, no, I can't do that because then I don't have enough resources. So we're going to discard spontaneity, twice determination to play cable. Then I'm going to go ahead and discard flight for the improvised...
Put 1 threat on each scheme. So I'll go ahead
That's correct.
That. Yep.
And then I'm going to play improvised porting, so he's going to get a face down boost card. I get to change my form and then ready my character.
Nice.
And then I will discard this. So this is that moment where things can matter here. I have exactly 7 cards in my deck. So this is one of those chances where I could just Atlantis and push it, right? Or I could try to just hold for 1 turn and then get the grip.
I would just say consider... Yep. There's a very good chance this pops.
Yep. That's what I was thinking too. I think I put they want me to be deep when they come out. So I think I just push it here. So we're gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to Atlantis hit 5. Okay. And then I am gonna go ahead and wreck. Now since I'm still deep, I do wreck for 6 here. My max hit points are 13, so I'll go to 12. I will flip back up, and then I will go ahead because I want to preserve that confuse. And then I want to go knock 2 off the main. And
nice.
I think this is still in a good position, especially since I got cable in hand.
Yeah.
We should be able to take that out pretty easily.
Yeah.
So
sick.
Yeah. So now the only downside is this in the wings isn't going to be able to protect me from Doom, but I'm not too worried about it. I wrecked for, so
yeah.
I think we're good.
All right.
So we're going to draw 2. Up. We are going to take an encounter card. Plus, I'm not the one taking extra boost, So.
Oh, my? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm the best friend ever. Just giving you all the extra boost cards so I can wreck for 6. But I will be at hand size 5.
All right. Okay. So main scheme is going to go up by 2. He is attacking for 2. I'm thinking I am probably going to flip down soon-ish just to recover my... the thing I don't like right now is that... Oh, I got castle in there. Okay. Because I beat cop in hand, which is what I was going to get with this. I guess if you leave that for me on my turn. We'll get to it when we get to it. Sorry. Do I block with Jessica or I just take it? I just take it. So 2. Sorry, extra boost. So first thing first is after this, Pursued by the Past. And then 3. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll give 4 you 1. We're going to put 1 on Pursued by the Past, which is going to pop it.
First things first. No, this is not your nemesis.
There he is. I think it's the first time he's come out in this. So we got Kang. Kang Ahura. Kang Ahura. He's a 2 scheme, 2 attack, 6 health, elite, inhuman, temporal. He's got a forced interrupt. When Kang Ahura attacks you, discard 1 counter from each upgrade you control. I am the conqueror and I have worlds to burn. That's what he says. All right, and then we've got his side scheme in, which is temporal takeover. When revealed, so it starts with 1, and then when revealed, add X additional counters here, or threat here, sorry, where X is equal to the number of counters on all upgrades in play. I have 2 on my rail tablet and 1 on my rifle, so it goes to 4. And then counters may not be placed on upgrades. And then we're going to shuffle those in, and that goes down to 0. And then Kang is going to immediately attack me. This is bad timing. I just take it. And then after he attacks, when he attacks me, I discard 1 from each, from every upgrade I control, which is going to get rid of my rifle. Wow, this is the best Kang's ever done. That was actually a good turn for Kang.
That's including the entirety of the comics and MCU, but
yeah,
the best thing.
All right, that was the activation against me.
Yep, so he's activating against me. I'm just going to eat it. Reveal this card. So he's going to hit me for 2, and then Doombot's going to hit me for 1, and Doombot does have guard and toughness.
Okay, and then encounter cards. So 1 for me, second 1 for you. I got Atlantis in peril.
3 for me. Exhaust me. Actually, that's really not bad, seeing as how I'm staring down 2 of these. And we have the lowest main scheme we can possibly have. So I will go alter and exhaust Namor and Mackenzie to remove this.
Nice.
We're gonna flip our next one. See, it's all gonna work out, man. I'm just gonna get all these. Nice. We're gonna be Wrath of the Sea for days. Oh, he has guard and patrol.
Guard patrol.
Nice. And then Demon Enforcer.
Wow.
I feel like this was my board just last round.
That's crazy.
Yep.
All right. Very nice. Over to you. Here are your cards.
So I've got these going for me now. I've got Cable. Cable's going to be able to help some of these. I also have Atlantean Scan to give myself a tough.
This is pretty bad for me.
Yeah.
I know we want to get build support done, but because I am planning on flipping down here.
Yeah. So I think if you're flipping down,
I think I have to, right?
I probably just choose a player to engage a minion, each minion. So I'll probably end up giving you maybe the Doombots. So that way, and then giving them all -1 scheme if you're going to be flipping down.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I might play arrows too and just confuse
1, 2,
Kang.
3, 4, and 5. So we are 5 closer to being deep. I might go ahead and give myself a tough. We'll see. I actually have a way to do that anyway, doing this. So we'll go ahead and play, do 1 and 2 to play.
Oh, sorry, I didn't show your hand. I'll show what's left.
Yeah. Yep. And so now I've got both of these. I don't have enough to be able to play Mockingbird on her own. So I could give myself a tough, or I could ensure that Cable knocks this out.
You can always plus
also,
1. Draw 1 with the rod if you want to play.
I think that's what we do.
Ooh.
Oh, it's the ankle wings. So we have to play our ankle wings, and I think we just set the trident hits here. So I'm gonna go 1 and 2 to play the ankle wings, and I'll reorganize these.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're gonna hope we played this. We did spend an energy, so we're gonna hope that this hits. It hits. It hits
Nice.
hard, man. We
Nice.
unfortunately can't make one, but it is. So I think we do go ahead and
You're cutting out again.
um,
Sorry.
oh, sorry. I think we do go ahead and cable here. I mean, I could ankle wings hit this. What is your? Oh, well, actually, maybe you probably
What's that?
you probably want full value out of Jessica rather than me knocking out one of those side.
Um. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, I think it's fine either way. If you
Um,
want to knock out build support and we both get our skilled investigators, that's
yeah.
fine.
Jessica's only coming in for 2 at that point, whereas right now she's coming in for 3.
Yeah, but 2 from her and 2 from Franklin will take out this, and main scheme's only at 2. I'm not too worried
Okay.
about it.
Well, actually, I mean, we can take out both because I can take out one of them right now. Table.
Yeah, I think
Oh
we're
no!
gonna take
Oh
out
no!
both
No!
of
No!
them
No! I
all.
can't because it's only attack. She only gets the bonus
Oh
on
yeah.
attacks.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
so that's pretty important. I think then, because I can't really, I can't kill anybody here. So I think we do just go ahead and I'm just gonna attack. Or sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and thwart 2 off this, and then pitch this for Atlantean skin. I'm gonna actually, obviously have to be flipped up.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why was I?
You flip down because of Atlantis in peril.
That's right. That's right. And so then I'll get my Atlantean skin. And I'll go and we'll be able to. Yeah. And actually, I should ankle wings for that because if I ankle wings for that, then I get to see the next card, and it goes to the discard pile. So.
Do you want to
Okay.
give me?
I do
Do
want to
you
give
want to
you
give me
one
the guy
one
with
of these.
piercing?
He does have. He does have a villainous, so he'll scheme with an extra
Yeah.
card.
I mean, it's at 2 out of 12. And Doom's
Yeah,
confused.
not too worried about it.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, then I will choose to go ahead and give you that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will choose to give my guys -1.
All right. So these guys are both -1 scheme. Your guys are both -1 attack or -1 damage.
Damage. That's right.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Okay. So over to me. Yeah. Let's use. So let's see. Jessica would take 3 off of here. Yeah. So Jessica is going to take 3 off of build support. I'm going to use Reader without Fori, without camouflage, and just knock off the last one. Oh, sorry. Before I do that, I want to discard. I want to get Beat Cop in my discard. So let's spend Beat Cop and C for Eros. And after I play Eros from my hand, confuse a minion for each mental resource. I spend 1 mental resource, so I'm just going to confuse the guy that gets the villainous. That way Kang's only putting 1. Okay. Then I'm going to exhaust Reader for just a thwart of 1 on build support. So we each get to search our deck and discard for a support with a cost of 3 or less and put it into play. I'm going to go get that Beat Cop I spent. Beat Cop is in play. I'm going to Beat Cop 1 from the main scheme. Oops. Franklin is going to take 2 off of this side scheme, which, sorry, I forgot. Did you get your skilled investigator? I forgot to get mine.
I didn't.
All right,
Yep,
so
I
I
drew
just got
mine,
mine.
and I got a Savior Complex, which is my only other support.
For your support? Nice. Okay, perfect. So I just took the skilled investigator with this side scheme. So upgrade counters are allowed to go on upgrades again. Yay.
Nice.
So now I think I knew a Tillin, spend my last counter to draw 2 cards. 1, 2, 3. If I get Helicarrier. And then I think I just saved my bow staff. Is that the move? I kind of want to just play. Yeah, maybe I just. What do you think? Should I play Helicarrier, hold bow staff for next turn, or play bow staff?
I mean, Helicarrier is more expensive, so usually the rule of wisdom is you play the more expensive thing.
Play that first, yeah. Well, let's ready with camo jetpack first. Yeah, let's just do it. I don't really need bow staff this turn, so we'll play Helicarrier. Unfortunately, I don't think you have anything to play with it either. Okay, so we are going to flip down. Hey, I never really thought about it. I've never used Fori for a wreck, but I think I can, right? Basic power.
Yep, that is considered basic power.
So we're going to wreck for 3. We're going to get 3 on the tablet. I think I just leave arrows. I don't think I waste the 2 thwart on. No. Oh, you know what I'm going to do, though, because I'm going to deck out here? I am going to discard Franklin for 2 resources to play my bow staff.
Or do we...
to get rid of that?
I can see it go either way.
No,
let's
get rid of it. Thing. Because that way you can shuffle back in and you can fish for it again if you need to.
Yeah.
So he gets discarded.
And we would just do that before you flip down, because...
It's not even... yeah.
It's a hero action, but like the game state is not. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and I think that's it. Readying up.
Okay, readying up. And then I'm gonna draw 3 here. So these are both solid, but I do think I pitched them as good as they are. Well, we'll hold Imperius because that's still pretty solid, and we'll draw 4 here. Yeah, because that puts me at 18, so I'm guaranteed
to show off your hand. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Okay, I'm already up. Okay. So the scheme is going to go up by 2. Dr. Doom is going to go ahead and attack me. I do have a tough. I was contemplating the fact that I do have in the wing, but I'm not going to value out of it. We're going to save this.
I think, by the way, I don't know if it's... because you're still cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't think it's you not talking into the mic though, because it looks like you are. Unless you just have like a weird threshold thing to where it.
Is this better or is the audio worse? Audio. Testing.
I think you sound fine.
Yeah. Okay, I went blue, so we're going blue mode.
Oh dang!
Dang! We're pulling out the blue mode. Okay, well, hopefully this fixes things, and I'll just try to stay put, because the mic is directional. It has to be right into the the tip of the mic. So, yeah. But anyway, I was thinking about.
You're out.
It
immediately went out. It stayed on just long enough to convince us that it was working.
Here, let me turn up the gain a little bit, because I am the only one awake now. So
because I can always just bring down your input on here a little bit.
Yeah. How's that? Okay.
For now,
I'll talk with authority. I will talk with authority.
There you go.
So, and it might also be that it's just too high. So I'll lower it here in a second. But I've been saving the in the wing, like for a Nick Fury or thing. I'm kind of holding it for that. It's kind of its job. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this one on the tough. So we're going to go ahead and take 3 on the tough here. Then this Doombot's going... Oh, sorry. And he takes a retaliate because I got retaliate now.
Nice.
Then this Doombot is going to attack me for 0. So he'll technically hit me for 1 and I'll prevent it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will take a retaliate on the tough. And then Demon Guards is going to go ahead and attack me as well. And I think I am just going to go ahead and... I know he's got... But
I've got Jessica if you need her.
Well, but it's going to get a -1, so I think we probably end up taking like 1 or 2 damage here at most. We're going to take 1 damage, so it's fine, and then he'll get a retaliate.
Nice. Do you want to real quick just try and unplug and replug?
Do that?
Try and unplug and replug in the cord. It sounds like it might just be a cord issue. Give it the old Nintendo 64 blow special.
How are we doing? We back?
It's good now. It's good until you stop asking, and then it's gonna.
Yeah, we can do an old audio test. Just do a little Victor Von Doom.
Von Doom. Don Voom.
Okay. Yeah. So there we go. We did it.
Beautiful. Yes. Unfortunately, still has to go for me. So confused. Boom. Kang is at a -1, so he will scheme for 1, and confused on the demon. And then counter cards. Nice.
Okay, we'll flip. When revealed, each ally in play takes 1 damage. Okay. Each. Oh.
Yeah, so that's gonna kill Jessica. It's gonna kill Cable.
Okay.
Dang. All right.
No. I already dealt the 1 damage. He's still alive. He's got 1 more.
Right.
He's got a few more uses. Okay, we're gonna get the full value out of him. Then King Ahura activates. If no activation was made this way, search the deck and discard pile. So he's going to put another 2 on.
Just one, because he's at -1, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because it's not just one instance.
I gotta
it's all
say,
instances.
after all of the games I've played, this is the most his Nemesis set has ever done.
Yeah.
It's actually done something.
Well, we gotta add more. We gotta start putting some more into the video.
Yeah.
Gotta give King his time.
Yeah.
Gotta let Doctor Doom feel like he's winning.
I'm proud of King. Normally it's a pushover, but good job, King. All right, my encounter card is Doombot. So it's a tough. It's a guard. So technically now both Doombots have 2 attack.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next round. Take all of my goodies. Thank you, sir. All right. So we are going to start with a new Attilan, which is going to heal up to 3 damage. I think I do 1 from Fori and 2 from Reader. Then I'm going to make sure I don't have anything else to do down here. I don't. I flip up. Camouflage only lets me remove 1 from a side scheme. There are no side schemes. I wonder if actually before I flip up I should just control rod and draw 1 and see. I don't think this would ever make a difference, but except for it did. And I decked out, so I do get an encounter card. Wow. What a draw. All right, so then before I flip up, I'm going to spend... I'm not worried about the main scheme right now. We'll put superpower training. Do we even have any upgrades?
I got like a downtime spot in 80.
I've
I
got
have something else.
I've got my bow staff. Well, it has to be identity specific. Yeah. But
it gets it out of your deck, and it can be, a skilled investigator trigger at some point.
Yep. So I'm going to flip up. Camouflage will knock it for 1, which we like. I do have a lot of minions, don't I? So do you. I don't have anything great for that. I'm going to beat Cop 1 off of there. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3. Eros just gives me 2. Then he dies, though, which I don't love. Well, I think we definitely want to put... Ooh, interesting. I could... yeah, I'm going to spend Float Like a Butterfly to put Followed on superpower training. Yep. All right, so let's see. How do I get rid of this in a smart way? I think there is no smart way other than I just have to...
When you flipped up, you did this already.
Yeah, so
I got 2 and you got 4.
So I've got... Yeah, so I think I just go 2. 1, 2 with Fori. I ready. And then I 1, 2 with Camouflage. We pop it.
Yeah.
I can deal 4 to somebody.
You could also, not deep yet, but during my turn I'll be able to pop it, but I don't think that helps you out too much.
Oh, you know what the other thing I need to do is... I need to get this bow staff out of my hand.
Well, you got this for that.
I got what for what?
Fresh read for that, for the bow staff.
Yeah, but I'm saying superpower training.
Have you played anything this turn? Yeah, you got to pitch that for the play.
I'm going to do that instead. So that way, now we pop it. So what happens first? When defeated...
When defeated, when defeated, then responses.
Okay, so when defeated, we get to each get an identity-specific upgrade, and we get my bow staff. And notably, because Fori does have 2 damage on him, Reader does get Retaliate 1, which is nice. You've got yours? Or
I don't have any left.
All right, that's good. It's still on my deck, which is nice. And we both get to pop our Skilled Investigator.
Nice. Oop.
And then I get to deal 4 damage to an enemy.
Yes.
Do you rather the sea? Oh my god!
Straight, because I'm allowed to do it. I searched the deck and it was not the top card. Shuffled it and it gave the top card.
Amazing. Well, I'm gonna put 4 on somebody. So do you get to do it to?
I get to distribute it.
Oh, it doesn't even matter if they're engaged with you.
No,
that's crazy. All right, well let me put 4 on this guy then, with Followed. It's not an attack, so I don't get retaliated against.
Yeah.
And then I got my bow staff to knock off a tough or put. So where are you gonna put the 10?
First knock Doombot.
Yeah, I will. I will kill the first Doombot. Ready up the bow staff.
And then you should just leave it readied, because what I could do is Wrath of the Sea like 1 away.
Yep. All right, so then I'm going to
And then
do
go full
fresh
value.
read, which is 2 resources for float like a butterfly. I'm going to braille tablet to play my sonic rifle. I'm going to give you helicarrier.
Yep.
I'm going to. I'll just hit both of these. I'll take this guy, just so they're all -1/-1.
Yep.
And then I think
So 5.
I will sonic rifle Doom. And I think that's it.
Okay.
And I got
Yeah.
the set when you're ready.
So Wrath of the Sea is now 5, 6 plus 4 gives me 10, and they're all both staffable.
Yeah.
That's not a word. So that's pretty sick. So that means then I think we go ahead.
So sorry, you're doing 5 here.
Yeah, 1 here and 4 here.
Yeah, and they both staff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice.
It's so good. So then we've got Wrath of the Sea for that, and then I can do double ankle wings, and I probably just pitch these 3.
You got helicarrier too, don't forget.
Oh yeah, so I can actually hold this. I don't think Moon Knight's coming out this turn. As cool as it would be to get out of Moon Knight, I mean, it just really depends on what we see. But I'm thinking resources-wise, this is 3 resources to play Wrath of the Sea. These will replace themselves, and I might get other cards. So Furious Strike could still potentially be on the table. So I mean, I don't know, because I know Doom is going to be able to get some effect off of it, but at the same time, we've gotten a lot of min, and
yeah, let him have
I feel like
we'll give him one. We'll give him one. He's earned it.
So I think we go ahead and start then with I go ahead and attack. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and attack for 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to allow me to play Imperious Rex, which is an interrupt. So we'll go ahead and flip 2 here.
That's where your 4th. That's where the 4th came from.
Yes. Well, okay. Let me clarify because I'm being sloppy. I apologize. I used a basic power. Hero interrupt. Imperious Rex. When you attack, deal 1 damage. Knock that tough off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
That caused me to flip 2 cards, 1 in and out, 1 Imperious Rex. I am now deep because I've got 15 cards in my deck. So I'm currently hitting for 3 attacks. So he takes 3 damage. He's confused. So he's going to take 1 more from Float Like a Butterfly. Yeah, that was me. That was me being sloppy. I apologize because it's the Imperious Rex to make me deep. That's what gives me the extra damage.
Nice.
And so now we're there, and I can technically going, which I guess I should because I'm.
Yeah, because that's not gonna. Those are separate instances, so he won't get his thing from that.
Yeah, so I will do another one, and I am gonna flip 2 here.
So I'll ping him for the 1.
2. It's not an attack. Yeah, you're right. Ping him for the 1. I will go ahead and take a Furious Strike, discarding. Actually, so this goes away. Discard the Furious Strike or not is a good question. I don't think it matters because I think I'm an Imperious, and I think we already have 1. We're not going to be able to put 1 away.
I wonder if this is better for you. I think I'm going to do this for camera too, is like get your whole play mat.
Yep.
I think that's still good enough to where you can see your hand, but that way you can see what you're doing.
So now we're going to go... oh, and you know what, though? What does this say? Choose a player, reduce the resource cost. Next card, that player plays this phase by 1. So I don't think that really changes too much, but technically I need to actually pitch the 3 for Wrath of the Sea right away. And so that would be... Oh, but I have to be deep. Oh my gosh, I didn't think about this. I have to be deep in order to distribute the damage. So, okay, no. So we have a solution here. I'm pretty sure. Think about this for a second. How do I get rid of enough cards to get the value out of that? I guess I can only get the value out of it, strike, and then rely on, and then just rely on everything else for Wrath of the Sea. Okay, so that being the case, Redcon would be we attack and then do the Furious Strikes. So that's maybe too much though at this point with how much I've seen from the Imperious.
I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, I think we don't worry about it. We're just gonna tap our ankle wings have not been tapped. We're gonna go ahead and say we screwed up there. Hit the 2 ankle wings. play play the Furious Strike, play the Quasar, play the World Authority, play the Wrath of the Sea for value here, and we're gonna go 5. I didn't rewind anything, to be clear, so that's just on me.
Okay.
I didn't think that far ahead. So these are now all at 5, 5, 5, and 1. So bow staff, bow staff, bow staff, bow staff, baby.
Yep. So we'll bow staff Kang, which readies it. We'll bow staff the demon, which readies it. We'll bow staff the Doombot, which readies it, and we'll bow staff the demon, which readies it. And then I'll just ping Doom for 1.
Yep.
Down to 22.
So that gets rid of the Wrath of the Sea. So yeah, and these
I feel like we've gotten such a lucky, like, we did not think about how crazy of a combo, because the bow staff, I feel like it's good. But with Wrath of the Sea, it's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so like good. Busted levels of good with Wrath of the Sea. But that's like, I've never seen another card like Wrath of the Sea. So the fact that you just so happen to play Namor and it has that card, we just kind of got a busted combo going.
Yep.
But it's a fun one. So
where am I at? So I'm at 12. Okay, so that means that the main scheme is currently at 5. It's gonna go 6, 7.
He's confused.
He's confused. So if he has to scheme, you're up. I'm up. Okay. So I think I'll probably just get rid of Royal Authority here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and attack with and pitch a Royal Authority. So he's attacking for 3 + 1 to just get right underneath that threshold.
Nice.
Cable will take a consequential, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit the Savior Complex and take 1 myself rather than losing Cable.
Nice.
And then I'll go ahead and ready up.
That's so good. All right, readying up.
I love Savior Complex, man.
Savior Complex in hell. I like it. All right, so main scheme is going to go up by 1, 2. He's going to attack me. I think Eros is going to just block this. Yeah, so he's attacking for 2 + 2. Yeah. Eros is dead. Thank you, sir. And then he's going to attack you.
Yep, and I'm just going to go and block the Cable here.
Okay.
And go ahead and take that boost here for 2 + 1.
Nice.
So Cable will die on this one.
And my second encounter and your first.
Yep.
So I've got Reflection Spell. So this comes in with 6. Force Interrupt. When a tough status card would be given to Dr. Doom while he already has one. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character in play. So he decks out. We get our first acceleration. And my second one is Dark Designs. Place a counter on Pursued by the Past. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
And then he's going to scheme.
He's confused.
He's confused.
Gives Dr. Doom a tough. Wait, hold on. When he would take a duff, well, no, we're good.
Okay, so we're good.
He's got to already have one. So he's gotten his first one. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Over to you.
I'll take these.
Take your cards.
Take my cards. Give me those cards.
How did I mess up? There.
Okay.
There we go.
So.
Which, by the way, I'm assuming Designhackers, not to assume, but Designhacker, if you are watching, let me know if this is a better view of player 2, because hopefully this is still close enough you can see his cards, but that way you can actually see what he's spending them on and using his cards for and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I think what we're going to try to do here is just try to get some damage down. So I don't know. Are you going to take care of? Because I really don't have a good way to thwart.
What's that? Oh,
the side scheme and the main scheme.
Yeah.
I mean, I can put a little bit down.
I'm probably, let's see. I'm trying to think if I should one way or another or not. I might one way or another and get out that other one.
Because you don't have a lot of. You don't have.
But
that's
the one. That's the one that if we don't get rid of it, he's going to advance. So I have to draw. Let me see how much I've got. So I've got 1 with Beat Cop. I've got 1, 2, 3. With my first thwart, I can ready and thwart for 1 more. So I've got.
That's 6.
Wait, that's
1,
5.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3 plus Beat Cop plus ready plus 1 more.
Yeah, that's 5. That's 5.
Plus 5. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's not enough to get rid of 1. So I would need 1 from you if we want to risk me I think the
Okay.
chances of me getting a thwart card with between New Attilan and one way or another are high. I don't know if you want me to do one way or another real quick. Just to...
That's fine. So I think I pitch cheap shot for Atlantean Skins, where we see what we're dealing with here. I give myself a tough, and I'll draw a card. I did get an in and out. Okay, and I can. Well, I'm not going to take damage to give it back to myself, but that means I could cheap shot in and out and take 2 off the main. And then.
Well, sorry. Before you do that,
Well,
do you mind if I one way or another for
yeah,
that?
yeah. You go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and eat one way or another. Right
that
now.
way we get out that bat right now.
Right now.
Right now. That way we get the because this was the one that's like it's gotta go. Otherwise he advances. So it comes
going for 6.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I don't really want to prolong things
I'll draw 3
too much, but I feel like this is maybe just a turn where we need to be.
I did get a C. It's 2 for 5. So I think we're good. If you can put that wherever you want.
2 for 5. Okay.
I got Franklin too. He's a free 2 thwart. So
okay. Because I could go for the villain here. I've got Imperial.
Yeah, go for the villain. I can get rid of the bad one, which is
okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually just use this to draw a card. Ooh, and I did get flight, which is real nice.
Do you want me to bow staff the tough?
No, because I got the Imperious Rexes, so they'll go off first.
Oh, nice. Yep.
So I'll go ahead and deal 1 damage, and I'll take tough off.
This is just a basic attack you're doing?
Yeah, actually, I guess my other question is maybe I just flight here first.
Yeah.
Stun, confuse the villain. Flight 2 on the main scheme. Stun, confuse the villain. That's a tough. Stun, confuse the villain. Then attack Imperious Rex. And so that would deal 1 damage, knock off the tough, but I am swinging it in. So we'll also go ahead and reveal 2 cards. It's Tong! It's also an energy, which means I could potentially play the thing here, which is also very good. So I might just lose Tong here and get energy. And then that would also allow me to play, which is 1 and 2.
I'm going to ping him for 1 more. So he's down to 17.
And I'll go ahead and get twice Determination and discard Improvised Porting. That does that for free. Improvised Porting would be... No, because I would actually like to flip down and take care of the Confused unless you need to flip down.
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe next turn. I'll probably flip down next turn.
And that'd be perfect. So then I'm coming in for 3 plus 1, which is 4. So we'll take him down to 13 here, staying just underneath that. I'm still deep for at least 1 more card. And then we will go twice as energy to play the thing with a tough. And then I will go ahead and Neptune's Trident on that to go and discard the last card. It's Nick Fury. That will give me an encounter card that will get shuffled back. And then I will go ahead and discard a cheap shot for in and out, which will trigger the Trident again. It's energy, so it goes away. And then where do we want those? Where do we want the 2?
So C, I'm going to take 3 from the... not on here. Anyway.
Okay. Because you can do 3 and 3.
Yeah.
So I'll do the main then.
Sure.
Because this isn't too bad. That goes away. Then I'm going to go ahead and flip down. I am going to go ahead and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Put that away. And yep. So I will miss out on Skilled Investigator this round. That's okay. And I'll leave these. I don't have to. I'll pass it over to you.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start by doing a Helicarrier and a Staff Flurry for C. Or, actually, I think I'm going to Fresh Read. So Exhaust Reader, place 1 on the tablet, and draw a card. Then I will ready with Jetpack. Then I'm going to do a Staff Flurry and Helicarrier for C, which is remove 3 from a scheme, do 3 from here. And then I get to remove X from a scheme where X is equal to the number of read counters. There are 3 now. So yeah, let's get rid of that, which is going to pop Skilled Investigator for me. C is gone. I could now immediately yaw and roll, which I think I do.
I think you do, and you can get rid of that side scheme, or you can work the main all the way down.
Yeah. There's no more side schemes, I don't think, so I will get rid of one way or another for yaw and roll, which is another 3 from a scheme. We'll do 3 from here. Then we'll do a basic thwart for reader plus 4 plus camouflage for 3.
Nice. This goes away.
Nice. Unless we want to leave that for next turn for skilled investigator.
It's up to you. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah, I think we leave it and just take 3 off the main.
Because he's stunned and confused. He literally gets no activation, so it's very unlikely that he's going to get toughs.
Yeah, worst case it's 1 damage to everybody, and that's fine. Franklin's in play. I think I'd like to actually play Man's Best Friend here. I am going to play Take Out the Guards just because I don't have any more, and that can help with Jessica if she comes in. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to beat cop 1 off of it.
Okay.
I'm going to Braille Tablet Man's Best Friend, which is Ready Reader and heal 2 from him. Ready 4 and remove 2 damage from him. And that's it. If Fori weren't in play, I would get to search for him. Fori's not died yet. I've been pretty good. I've not killed Fori off yet.
Nice. Should we just Franklin the main?
Yeah, let's Franklin the main. Boom. We bow staff Doom for 1.
2 because it's an attack, right?
Oh yeah, and I've got Float Like a Butterfly. Mm-hmm. Yep, 2, and then I guess I'll use Reader and Fori plus Float Like a Butterfly for another 3. And what the heck? I am going to spend Sonic Rifle. Now, this one does not get the bonus. It's just 3 damage to him. Since I am flipping down next turn, I think I'm going to risk it here. Spend 1, draw 2. I'm going to do it. How you feel? I'm going to do it. I'm going to Staff Flurry him.
So here's an interesting question. So this is a forced response, but he will be defeated.
He will. I think the next one gets it. Although I know like Retaliate doesn't work that way, but that's because that's an actual defeat.
Well,
effect.
So the thing though is like technically if a card has a name on it, that is the name of the card, then the name technically refers to that card itself. Do you know what I mean? Because there's basically like you'll deal the damage and then he will be defeated before force responses can go off. So then like this guy goes away. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But we could always let's just err on the side of caution and we'll give it to him.
Yeah, fine. He's getting smacked in the face.
Don Voom. All right, so he takes 7 damage. Yep. And then we will go ahead and discard the top card of the encounter deck.
Yep. So first he's coming in for 44.
Yep. Sorry, thank you. It is a treachery, so he heals for 2. So that, anyways, that worked out.
So that -2 that he had, he took it away. So.
Yep. And then I'm going to remove any number of read counters. So I'm going to remove my last counter since I'm flipping down next turn, and give a character a status card. I will give. You're already at tough. He's stunned and confused. I guess I'll just give myself a tough.
Give yourself a tough. Yeah, give yourself a tough. And then we'll preserve it because I'm going to use the thing to block.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess it can. But if he attacks you, I will.
Okay.
So
yeah, I think we're chilling. Yeah, that's it. All right. Ready up.
Nice. Okay, so we're drawing. Actually, technically, we're drawing 7 here. No, it's your hero. It's your hero. Yeah, we're drawing 6. Always have to double check.
Oh yeah, your hero part.
Your hero. Yep.
Okay,
but yeah, we're going deep this round. It's gonna be good. Okay, so
nice. You got Nick.
I'm gonna go ahead and we actually finally drew Nick. We've been milling him every single time.
Yeah.
I really like this. Was this the wings was something. Oh. Fact that like, oh sorry, I moved again. But I love. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep, we're good. I love the fact that like with the Atlantis and the Trident, that if I mill like someone like Nick, it's actually a really.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
It's super fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 on the main. Yep. Villain is going to attack me, but he's stunned. Villain is going. Oh no, sorry. Villain is going to scheme against me, but he's confused. He's going to attack you, but he's stunned.
Yep.
Encounter card.
Yeah.
Doombot. They got guard. They got toughness.
Mm-hmm.
They're a Doombot. So we place 1, and then if it has any surges, it's the guard. It's got toughness. It's a Doombot.
Oh, exhaust and surge.
What a jerk.
What a friggin' jerk. Oh, It's a
It's
Doombot.
got guard.
It's
It's
got
got
guard. It's got
guard.
toughness. Doors piercing. All right. Okay.
Okay, so that is over to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's the
goes
Wrath
on.
of the Sea?
Little Doombot.
All right.
Just knock off all the toughs.
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
it.
You don't even put the access to Doom. You just like let the toughs get eaten. That's funny. All right. Now, so let's see. How do we want to do this?
You
'Cause
don't
I'm
need to
gonna
worry
flip
about me
down.
with the skilled investigator.
Okay. You gonna draw through with Nick?
Yeah, so because I mean, if you can knock out like this, if you want to knock out like the 7, and we just get rid of these. I mean, I don't.
Oh yeah.
There
That's
are
true.
there are demons in there which are non-elites.
That's
so
true.
they're
Yeah.
better.
I think we save that for the
But
demons.
I'm not worried. I'm going deep anyway. I'm not worried about that card.
For the demons. All right. All right. This. I would like to get Jessica out. So let's put that
Yep.
there. C is not great right now. Well, first of all, let's ready with Jetpack. Okay. They don't have. Yeah, they just have guard. This would be a 3. So yeah, let's just get rid of it. So Fori, Reader, and Camouflage are gonna knock this out.
Very nice.
And then I will Skilled Investigator and also Chance Encounter. I guess
Yep.
order of operations, I would do that first, right?
Yeah,
That
actually,
way-
yeah, you do the chance encounter, then when defeated, and then
That way I don't draw Jessica.
yeah, that's the nice thing about it, right? Is you can't draw Jessica.
Okay, Jessica is now in my hand. In my hand, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And then you drew the Overwatch from.
Yeah,
From
from
the
Skilled
Skilled Investigator.
Investigator. Nice, okay. So we are going to... I might as well just... Well, actually, I might need it for a resource. I like having Castle in play here, actually, as a free flip. Chamber's a little expensive right now. So Castle's coming in play. Helicarrier. Actually, maybe I'll give you Helicarrier since I can just go... C, Yaw and Roll, Overwatch, Jessica.
I think that you use the Helicarrier yourself and you Overwatch. I think it's better.
Okay. So I'll use Helicarrier and then I'll just attach Overwatch here.
Mhm.
I will give... Remove a card in my discard pile from the game. should I do it?
You could.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to get rid of one of my one way or another's. Or...
Okay.
Is a mental. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. You're out of
Okay,
here.
there you go.
I
You're
did
gone.
something. Do I give you... I think I give you this Doombot. And now they're all -1 scheme. And now they're all -1 damage. So they're all hitting, they're swinging for 3 each, though, which is worth noting.
Well, you're flipping down those, so shouldn't you take...
Oh, yeah, you're right. I should take 1.
Because now they're -1 scheme and they don't have any,
Yeah.
and you leave me this.
Leave you him, and I give him the -1 damage.
Yep.
Jessica is going to thwart for 2 off of the main.
Mhm.
I'm going to read Franklin Richards 2 off of here. I won't use Overwatch. I will flip. I will beat Cop 1 off the main. I think I just keep Castle in play. I flip. Oh, sorry, I gotta use Bow Staff. I will knock off a Tough. You want me to knock off your Tough? I'll knock off your Tough.
Yep.
Then I will flip. And I will New Attilan. Heal 1. Draw a card. And that is it. Over to you.
Okay. Atlantis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I am going to... I mean, at this point, I might as well go ahead and... I am now officially deep, so I might as well just wreck up to 13 here. Go back to full health. Flip up, and then I would love to get Nick Fury into play here, so I think I go for that. Play Twice Determination, Gone in a Flash, Royal Authority, and actually hold Royal Authority, double Ankle Wings, play Nick Fury, then get Twice Determination back since it's the first time I've done that. I'm kind of feeling like this is one of those times where you remove 2 threats, but I'm just joking because you always draw 3 cards. Always draw 3 cards,
Always
man.
draw 3.
Always draw 3. So I could give him a card here. I mean, I feel like I don't want to waste the damage. I feel like I damage here. Play for your strike and do twice termination, tough call. Oh, sorry, and nah, it's okay. I already resolved it. Flight's pretty broken, but we'll go ahead and discard the Royal Authority. So that's going to play for 3 here, and we'll go ahead and play for your strike. I'm going to go ahead and deal 6 to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
So he does get his response.
Yep. So he's going to get his response. I do technically ready though before response happens. In case. So he's discarding a minion. So we're going to reveal that minion.
Reveal the minion. Yep. Oh,
Okay,
why is
one
he
comes
sideways?
Oh no! What have we done?
Who made this set? What a freaking noob. So what is it when he force interrupt when he attacks you? Discard a counter from each upgrade you control.
Yep.
He's a little chump though.
He is a little chump. So yeah, I don't want to burn this too quickly. I think. Nah, I probably should. There's the Wrath of the Sea.
Lol.
Yeah, we'll hold that. We'll hold that. Okay, so yeah, I want to hold the thing for a little bit longer. Man, I'm filled with choice here. I got all these minions. I feel like I can clear them, but it's also pretty useful to get rid of Doctor Doom. Yeah, we are just gonna go ahead and I think we just hit a minion. Well, yeah, we hit a minion here. I think we take 1 consequential. We hit a minion here. I could perma.
He's only hitting you for 0. Actually, no. I'm sorry.
It's -1, right?
The round, but this was the same thing.
Oh, I don't have any upgrades. Yeah.
But he came in after I tapped it, so technically he does not get that reduction.
Yeah. Yeah. Although these are first player actions, not hero actions, so you can actually tap them at the end of your. Like I can call for you.
Yeah, you could have called for it.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah,
just take all these guys out, and then we'll just hold this and go ham next turn.
Yeah.
Atlantean skin. I'm not getting full value out of it, but I think I actually. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna on a nearly full grip here to kind of extend my time deep. Because then I'm gonna be able to. I think I can extend it for a double Nick Fury actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it.
Okay. So we're readying up. I think I am going to discard Spider-Woman because I'm going to deck out anyways. So that's an extra encounter card for me. Okay. So main scheme goes up by 1, 2, 3, 3.
3.
Then he's scheming against me.
Mm-hmm.
So he's scheming for a base of 3 now. 6. You get 6 out of it. Nice.
So it's going to 9.
And then
he's going to
0.
Yep. So then he's going to attack me. I'm going to block. Oh, sorry. No, I'm going to just block it with Nick Fury.
Yeah.
So he's coming in for 5.
5er.
Well, let me fix my. There we go.
5er.
So Nick Fury is dead.
All right. Counter cards.
Counter cards.
All right. I've got Kang. All right.
No.
I've also got Nowhere is Safe. Place 1 counter, and then if it has any, discard an upgrade or support I control. It's going to have to be Skilled Investigator. Okay.
Nice. Okay, when revealed, take 2 damage if identity takes any stunned. So I'm just going to assign all that to the tough.
Nice. Very nice.
Yep.
Okay. Over to you. Here are your cards.
Over to me. So, yeah, so now I'm just going to go out swinging here. So he's not currently confused. I could make him confused. Although his thing now triggers on
4 or more.
4 or more. So let's go ahead and just ping him for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and just ping him for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Put a consequential.
Oh,
then,
yeah, thing just goes for 3. Dang.
Yep. It only takes 1 consequential.
Yeah, it's nice.
Then we are going to go ahead. Again, Wrath of the Sea is pretty busted. I feel like this point we might as well just push it. Like just push, like we've also kind of stalled out for a little bit. So I feel like at this point I might just go ahead and do the busted thing and just Wrath of the Sea straight into Doom's face. And so we'll just go 1, 2.
Yeah, we're we're at an hour and 45, so we've been slow rolling them.
Yep. So we'll pitch 4 here for Wrath of the Sea. And then that's going to deal 10 damage. So he's going to go down to 22.
Yep. Again, notably not an attack, so
yep,
does not get his force response.
Does not get the force response. Control Rod, draw a card, pitch 1, 2, 3. Furious Strike King.
Nice.
Yeah, because he doesn't. Yeah, it's fine. Ready Myself, hit for 3, goes down to 19. And then I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. So for both of these, Free Strike Wrath of the Sea, we would just discard. Oh, I did get to Imperious Rex, so actually Imperious Rex could go off. And we'll take the other Imperious Rex, and the other Imperious Rex goes off.
So is this 2 extra damage we need to put on him?
Well, actually, no, it's going to go to the Tufts.
Well, it's up to you. I was going to give you one, have you give yourself one of these, and then just clear this.
Yeah, but now you clear them and you hit that.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Clear them and hit him.
Yeah.
And then we'll take Mockingbird here. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip down Atlantis 1, 2. That's all my cards. Shuffle up. I'm taking an encounter card. And discard Mockingbird.
Did you do 6 to him, or was that last turn?
No.
That was last turn? Okay. That's how I got the minion.
It's when we push it out. Yeah, I took out King.
Okay, nice.
So that way you're not pressured to completely defeat him.
Yep.
And then these guys are gonna get bow staffed, so I'm not too worried about the first player action. So over to you.
All right, let's get 3 counters here. We're gonna New Attilan to heal, fully heal, but just get to draw a card. Flip up. When I flip up, I get to remove 1 from a side scheme. Boom. Nice. I will jetpack to ready. I will bow staff 1 for the ready, bow staff the other for the ready. I think I helicarrier, soaring acrobatics, and yaw and roll for a concussive blow. So that's 3 damage, and I did spend it is a confuse, and then I did spend, oh wow, this is actually cool. I've never thought about this for timing. So it's a confuse first. Actually, how does this work? Do I get the +1?
I think the hero action is the attack, so technically it's you attacked, but he's not confused. So
okay.
Then
So I just do the 3, which is fine, because I would have chosen...
I got him. He's 16.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I would have chosen not to do this. Float like a butterfly anyway, so he didn't get his ability. I bow staff him for 2 because of float like a butterfly.
Yep.
I put Mick into play. I Jessica Jones him for 3. I Franklin for 3.
Oh yeah, we got it.
Yeah, I'll hit him for 3 with 4E, and then I'll Mick and C for a staff flurry of 6.
Boom!
DON VOOMED. We
got him.
So what I wanted to do real quick before we chat is just, I did want to show off one more portal deck, just so we could see another one. So we've got Wakanda. This would have given all minions with the robot trait Insight 1. We would have pulled out Wakanda Infiltration or whatever it says. Yep. So this would have pulled out the set aside Vibranium Vault environment. If we want to look at that. I think it's in here somewhere.
Probably separate. Yep. So this one's kind of neat.
So this is an environment, 10 health on it. It can take damage and be defeated, but it can't be healed. So when revealed, we would put the set aside Vibranium Stores environment into play as well. What is that one? Is that this one? Vibranium Stores. This would come into play. It's a first player resource to generate a wild. That's pretty cool. Force response after step 1. The villain attacks Vibranium Vault. Okay. And we remove this card from the game when defeated and flip Vibranium Stores. Attach to the villain and he gains Stalwart. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. So he's going to be attacking this forever.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. And we can defend it with allies and defend it with ourselves just like we normally could. But yeah, there's a big we can let it take damage, but there's a big payoff for him.
super cool. So that's another one. Another one that we played, I won't pull it out, but basically it was a bunch of different cities that had bombs, and a city environment would come out with a different, like a crisis icon or an acceleration icon. And all of these had diffuse attachments attached to those environments, in which we had to spend cards or attach our cards to those diffuse bomb attachments. And it wanted to have some kind of combination of cost value. So there are always 4 cards, a cost of like 1, 2, 2, 3, and then you disarm that city and move it out. And so you start with one city in play, and the rest gets shuffled in. But that's 3 of the 4, all very different, as you can see. This one, he gets to attack this. The other one, we have to spend our cards and attach it to attachments. And then the one we pulled was just minion heavy with villainous minions. And I thought this was really cool too, with a side scheme where he's trying to take Franklin, and we could rescue Franklin.
Yeah, I actually really liked that. That was a really, really cool interaction.
Neat, so
yeah. I think did you have anything else that you wanted to show off?
No, I just wanted to show. There is one more. I'll leave the last one as a surprise in case you want to print it or play it yourself. It is Doombot Factory. No, Doombot Factory was the last one. Technically, it was.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that one's minions, but we won't show it.
Yeah. Well, all in all, I really enjoyed the campaign. I definitely enjoyed this scenario. We could always do another video too, discuss the campaign as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
But I really enjoyed this scenario. The second time I played this scenario, we did one as a play test in which we went through the scenarios that we're talking about. And I really enjoyed going through those and attaching cards for costs. And overall, it was, I think, really, really, I mean, it's just been really, really fun to go through it. I loved, like, the Wrath of the Sea moments. I would say that there was definitely kind of a point there, and I hope that I hope that I didn't, like, I hope that I didn't sort of indicate that it was maybe getting boring. It was more so just that, like, it's been a long day of playing Ultimate, and I kind of hit that point where I realized this, like, I think we've kind of gotten everything the deck can throw at us at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And the Wrath of the Sea was just, because there were so many minions, just minions.
It's juicy.
It was doing so much work, man. Yeah, that combination, which I hadn't thought about doing it that way until we had that many, and then I saw the bow staff. I was like, wait, I can just preserve damage here and really get value out of that bow staff, which was really cool. And I'm glad that we got to do. But we definitely at that point where we knew we had it.
Yeah.
I did feel like there was a few things where I kind of, for this one, I kind of didn't want to play them almost. Like Agile Flight is really strong. Is really strong in a 2-player game. That's the Stun and Confuse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just that's really, because then we get to keep alternating and value.
Oh, you're going in and out. Try the chords again. The chords seem to work.
Yeah.
And while you're doing that, I will say, also really love the scenario. I've actually printed this one. I don't know if I suggest printing it. It's a lot of cards. It's a lot of cards, and it's a lot of setup and stuff. This one really does feel like it's perfect for TTS. You can just shuffle everything and you're good. But this is basically the hood, but good. Way more unique, way more fun. Feels like Doom is taking us to different places. My only suggestion, and maybe Reader is just busted. I don't think he is, and I don't think Namor is either. I think that, a lot of villains fall into the Stun and Confuse lock. It's just good. I think maybe a way to prevent that would just be, because I really like the portal counters in the first one, but it could be just on the environment or something. It just says you still always give them a portal counter, but afterwards on other portals they don't do anything other than when there's X amount or more he gains Stalwart or something like that. That's just like, so if you do preserve them in a single, because I feel like in both of our games we kept him to the very first portal. He never went to another one. So it's like the payoff is, if you are going to be able to manage the main scheme so well that you keep him here, maybe he gets Stalwart or Steady out of it or something, to where, like, because he is very susceptible to Confuse Lock and Stun Lock. And the other thing we talked about, maybe that could be worth considering, is take off the forced interrupt from attacks and just make it a flat when he takes X or more damage, period. Because there's that other side scheme we talked about. I didn't play it here, but it was the one you deal, when you defeat it, you deal like X damage to the villain, and that would get around it as well. There's just a decent amount of cards that let you kind of game him.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't, Dr. Doom as a character isn't someone that I feel like should be gamed as easily.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say I think he should be that much harder, because I feel like my biggest critique with Marvel Champions in general is they make the fifth villain, they're more focused on making them hard than fun. And to me, if he's fun, I have a good time playing Dr. Doom, and I'd rather him be too easy than give up some of that fun factor. But when I think about the 5 villains in the campaign, I feel like for us, Annihilus was definitely the hardest, for sure. But as far as like thematic ties and everything, I think this whole campaign like knocks out of the park. And someone that doesn't normally care about theme, like I feel like all 5 of these villains really like bleed theme, which I think is really impressive. And that's why this is my second time playing through the campaign, as I think we mentioned earlier. And like, I still think that this is better than any of the campaign boxes official.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like all 5 villains are fun.
One suggestion I had was, and I can't remember when it was introduced, but something introduced the if you're an expert mode mechanic, where you can like put on the card like if you're playing in expert mode.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was maybe in Next Evolution. At the very least, I know Next Evolution had like with the Marauders that you had an environment that was in play where it said in standard mode, and then you could flip it for expert mode.
Yep.
But what I was thinking about that you could do is you could have the counters come up on all the other portals for expert mode, but you could just have it be like 3. So that in some sense we'd have 2 for the first main, and then we get then it's 3 portals gets you 3 additional portals is GG, right?
Yeah, so 3 then, after this. You always start with 1 if you get. So really you can advance 2 more and still play. Third one.
So you could have like 2 and then 3 and then 3, which give you 8 rounds to win. That may be far too few in terms of rounds, but you could work something like that. Maybe it's 4 portal counters, so you get 10 rounds, and so on and so forth. So that way there is a clock, because one of the things that you kind of saw us doing in this one is I would just pinprick them, 3, 4, just stay underneath that. And then use my big identity-specific events to hit minions, because then that resets the board state, buys us another round, and we're not proccing Dr. Doom. So kind of a way to force us to really use those big swings into Dr. Doom. Now, with all that being said, of course, if we're using newer cards, there are a lot of new cards that recently came out that Dr. Doom's going to have a very hard time. But that's okay. I mean, that's fine. That's just how it always goes. But that would have been something that I would suggest, is maybe just an expert-only mechanic, or maybe like an expert side of Leyline Network.
I think
that could kind of change.
Yeah, a good call.
Because this is great. Like, this is really fun. It's really thematic. And if people are looking for that extra challenge, as many people, then we got the expert side, and that could be really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Not to. Sounds like we're being negative, but I think, like I said, I think it's better than any box. I certainly think that he's, when I think about the 5th villains in boxes, I feel like only Magneto and Red Skull I even would ever want to play again. The other ones I'm just like, yep, they did it. I guess I haven't played the Apocalypse 2 one yet, but other than that, like Ronin and Loki, I'm just like, yep, I actively never want to play these guys again, because they're just not fun. And like I said, Dr. Doom is very fun and very thematic. And just, I love scenarios that do something like this, where it's like, I could play Doom, especially when there's 9 of them, right? I could play Doom 9 times, 100 times. And the order that these portal cards come out is going to be different. Every 9 times it's going to be different. And so it's just fun. I love scenarios like that where it's like modular without being modular, and I think that's always super fun. So, yeah, applause to Designhacker. Thank you for making this. Yeah, we both had a blast, and hopefully you all had a blast watching. And yeah, anything else you want to say before? Oh, there's a conclusion. I was going to say we got to read the conclusion, and then we'll sign off.
Yeah. Was there anything else that we need to do? No,
just read the conclusion.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Do you hear that? Exclaimed Johnny Storm as the last whine of battle left the... What now? Shouted Sue, instinctively interposing to a central point to put up a force field. Let me at him. I got a plus-size pack of punches for whoever. No, that's just it. Johnny hovered in front of the huddled heroes. Listen. Moments passed. I detect nothing, observed the world's premier scientist. Exactly, smiled Johnny. It's quiet. Ben Grimm took in a breath to berate his longtime rival, but then the stones shifted on his unforgettable face as he smiled. It was followed by a chuckle from Sue and even a rare half grin from a man who defined seriousness. For heroes who've been everywhere, seen everything, and saved the cosmos more time than they can count, they were being rewarded with the rarest element in the universe, a moment of quiet.
Yay.
We need that as like a campaign reward, like shawarma. That can be our new shawarma.
Yeah.
Yeah, play all cards from your hand for free.
Yeah. Wait, who is Ben Grimm's longtime rival? Is it Johnny? Like it's like a playful rival?
Yeah.
Okay.
They hate each other's guts, but like in a fun way.
Okay. That's fun. Like brothers, basically. That's cool. Nope. Well, cool. So, I mean, I guess we should just announce what we're doing next. Do a little spoiler, little drip.
Oh, you're gonna pull the curtain back? How deep should we go here? Because
we'll do very surface level.
I've already got the deck on Marvel CDB, man. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. We'll just say what we won't say what heroes we're playing. We'll just say what we're doing because that way we can sign off and we'll leave a little bit to the imagination.
Okay.
Do you want to announce it? Go for it.
Sure. Okay. So when we started the series, we weren't sure how much attention we would get, but we were really excited about getting to do some custom content. We're both really excited about this. And we got a lot of awesome comments, a lot of awesome attention. And so that has been really heartwarming. So another content creator who's well known in the space from the Homebrew Discord, Kajislav, actually reached out to us. And you'll see Kajislav in the comments on the as well. It's been awesome again to have you all watching the content. So he reached out to us, and Kajislav has a scroll campaign and asked if we'd be interested in looking at the scroll campaign. So we did. We are very, very interested. And so for our next campaign playthrough, we are going to be playing through the scroll campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And so one other thing, I will go ahead. We're not going to say the heroes, but we talked to Kajislav, and Matt and I discussed it. And in this campaign, we were playing 2 custom heroes. One that was, of course, kind of introduced by Odysseus, but kind of meant to go along with the campaign, and of course, Reader. I think for the next one, what we're going to try to do is one official hero and one custom hero. Mm-hmm. So that way we are getting kind of a mix of official content. And so I'll leave you guys to kind of speculate over which official hero we'll be choosing. So
it's 2 Valkyries. All right, I spoiled it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been told that she's the best hero in the game. Yeah. So, in leadership especially, she's so good. All the mechanics synergize super well. She'll never ready once in her life, and it's amazing.
Hard mode. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Matt was like, "I'm gonna give Valkyrie a try," and he top decked. It was like a leadership. He's like, he played it. He was like, "Wait, nothing works." I was like, "Why are you playing leadership?"
Not good. Yeah, I just Marvel CDB'd and it was a leadership deck. I was like, sure. I had never played her. Then all of her card effects were like, you have to do it. I'm like, but there's allies. Like, yeah, it was not great. But anyway, so we're gonna be playing 4-handed, all 4 Valkyries, nothing but Valks, all leadership, and we're gonna break the rule, the unique rule for this, but not really. But yeah, super excited for the scroll campaign. This one's extra exciting too because for the Fantastic Four campaign, I had actually played this years ago, so it had been a while. It was still nice seeing these cards again after a break. But this scroll campaign is going to be brand new to both of us, so that's going to be really fun to do that discovery phase yeah, kind of on camera. I think what we did for this one was we did get into the habit of doing practice games. I almost feel inclined to just record our practice games, and if we win, we put it up, because I think it would be fun to kind of see. We'll see, but could be fun to see the way villains work kind of live.
Yeah,
But
I think that would be really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so one of the other things was, so one of the scenarios I've actually played before, because when you got me into Champs back in 2023, that fall is when I started looking at custom content. So I played one of the scenarios from the campaign. And so, yeah, because I messaged Kajislav and then looked back, I was like, wait a second, like I talked to Kajislav a lot, like 2 years ago, about one of his scenarios.
That's awesome.
And so, but it was pretty early. I don't know where it was in development. So I'm really excited to see what it is like now, because I have my like couple of paragraphs of notes on it from then, and so I'm really excited to see what's different.
That's fun. I did want to say one more thing before we run. If you have custom content and you would like us to play it, really what we're trying to do with this series is showcase custom content, because that's really what we want to do. But we do ask that if you want to send us over suggestions, that they are in a pretty stable to very stable state. We want to try to avoid, even though we've already fallen into. We didn't know with that Namor had been updated, but we want to try and avoid showing things that then are updated later. We kind of want to show things in their final state, or very close to final state. So if you've got something that's been thoroughly tested or gone through the community event, even if it's not yours, if you just want to see us run it, be it a villain or heroes. The only other thing, I think we would like to stick to Marvel for now, Marvel theme. Maybe eventually we'll branch out to not Marvel. But yeah, just send us a comment, or we're both on the custom content Discord, so find us there and just ping us or something. But yeah, super excited to do more in the series going forward.
And if there are people that are interested in seeing sort of like non-Marvel themed content, or stuff that's maybe in an earlier state, like I'm always more than happy to check things out and play test and things like that and give you feedback. It may not be featured on the channel until it gets into a more stable state, but more than happy to play through that. And I will be working on some solo content for MC, where I'll do like official custom scenarios or custom heroes against official scenarios, and that can be a great place for testing out stuff, because I know there's a lot of really cool stuff on the community approval right now, but some of it's like Overwatch themed or DC themed and things like that, and so you might see that kind of content in that form.
Yep. Well, sweet. Either way, lots of Marvel content to come, hopefully, while we're having fun doing it, at least. So yeah, this was the Fantastic Four campaign, again by Designhacker. Namor was by Odysseus. Check him out on the Discord if you are interested. And yeah, let's sign off. I'm Matt.
I'm Ian.
Thanks for watching. We are Hobby Vomit. Goodbye.
We are Hobby Vomit.
Yeah.
I can't even do it. There's no way to.
Oh, did you freeze? You froze on it? Amazing. All right. Goodbye.